What's happening? What's happening? 392 Blurred Lines coming back at you with another video. First time coming to the channel, welcome to the channel. Everybody else has been rocking with the brother. Hey, you know how we do it. We out in the garage today. You hear my salamander going off a little bit, so we gonna get something done today. Now, this is gonna be a quick, fast video. Now, we're gonna just do a little something today. Nothing too strenuous, nothing too tedious. That means anybody and everybody can do it if you want to. So today I'm just gonna try to encourage somebody to do a little something today. Today I'm going to be hooking up my oil pressure gauge. Now the gauge has already been mounted, but I need to hook up the oil pressure line to the block. So I'm going to be doing that today, and like I said, it's not going to be a long video. It's going to be quick, fast, and in a hurry. That's how we do it. We just want to get it done so we can say we at least did something. Shouldn't take all day, shouldn't take all night to do. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get the essentials ready so that we can make this happen. This will be a autometer gauge that I will be hooking up, and I'll even give you the part number to that particular gauge. I went with autometer for all my gauges except this gauge on the outside. Pretty sure. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get everything together, and we're gonna see if we can't get this taken care of today. All right. Now it's time to grab your little snack. It's time to grab your snack because I want you to be able to sit back and be comfortable with your little munchies. And we're going to get this thing popping off real quick, fast, and hurry. So you grab your snack and meet me right back, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to bust this all right quick. All right? All right. Do that. All right, all right. We made it back. That didn't take very long. Everybody got your snacks? All right, well, let's get started. Let's get started. All right, so we have our autometer oil pressure gauge, part number 4421. And all of my, like I said, all my gauges are by Autometer. They're not sponsoring me a dime, but I will let you guys know that's who I went with. I like Autometer's gauges. They seem to be pretty reliable gauges. You know, every now and then you got to check reviews, what people think about certain gauges. As far as my review, I like them. I like the appearance. I like the functionality. This isn't the only time I had gauges, so I've always dealt with Autometer gauges, and this is going to be another time where I'm gonna deal with them again. So that's what we're doing today. What I have to do, I have to drill. I do have a hole already in my firewall, but I'm going to have to make it a little bit bigger because I will be putting a grommet in that hole, or in the hole that I make bigger for it. Reason being because you don't want anything coming through your firewall to be rubbing up against metal. So these little rubber grommets, they're going to protect my line from getting cut. And that's the purpose of the rubber grommet. And we're going to put some Teflon tape on the threads of the insert that goes down into the block. And we're just going to keep it moving. I'm pretty sure these are compression fitting. This is a compression fitting because you're dealing with a line. So I'm pretty sure it's a compression fitting. So the compression fitting itself, the little ring must be inside of here. Let me open this up and make sure everything is here before I get started and don't have everything I need. Of course, everything should be in this little package. So let's see what we got here. And they give a couple different sizes as to your application. For my application, I will be using a male end on my fitting. That will screw down into the block. And then, like I said, there should be a little compression ring inside of here. And there it is. That just goes onto the hose or the line. And then when you tighten it down, it will compress to lock in place. So that's what we're going to be working with. I will make sure I put this back in this package because I would sure hate to lose it, considering I only have 2 of them. The other one should be in here. This one will go on the back of the gauge under the dash, and it also should have a compression fitting inside it. It's so small, you drop one, you're liable to lose it. Yes, so you got 2 of them, 1 for each side. And this one here will be going, like I said, on the inside on the gauge itself. And this would be, whoa, hold up, now hold up. This would be for those of you who have a bigger hole to screw down into, and then that would screw down into it. And then you'd hook your line up. But we don't have to deal with that today. All we have to deal with is that and the female end for the back of the gauge. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get our Teflon tape. Go ahead and get that put on there and see if we can get it screwed down in the block. And just keep it moving. Well, I don't want to lose that. I really don't. It's getting warm in here. I'm going to take this jacket off. It's definitely getting warm. So that heat may not be on very long. Turn that noise off very shortly. Okay. Let me get my Teflon tape. I'm going to get you guys in here to see exactly where I'm putting this fitting at. All right, let me go ahead and take care of that. All right, first we're going to go ahead and get our little Teflon tape, put on this fitting. Being sure to put it on the right direction as to your inserting it down into the block. Just gonna be a little generous with it. Like so. And we will be putting it down inside this block. Bring you guys down here to see exactly where this little hole is. But it's down in there. I'm gonna bring you in here and let you see where it is. See, I had mine covered up with a piece of tape. Make sure nothing was getting down inside there over the period of time while I was working on this thing. That will just simply screw down in that hole. That's it, that's it. That is a 7/16. Let's see how it feels going in there, make sure it's straight. That's it. Looks straight to me. Now, I'm not gonna go extremely tight with it because that is tightening down as an NPT thread, so it's not like a straight thread. It is tightening down as it's going down into the block, so it's not going to bottom out or anything like that. It's not going to go all the way down the complete length of the thread. So don't think that you got a whole lot of thread showing and like I got to go down further. It's going to tighten down before you bottom out. You're not going to bottom out with it. But I will give it a couple more little tugs just to make sure we where we want to be. That way maybe it'll prevent me from having to go back and snug it down because it's leaking. I don't want it to be leaking. I don't want to over tighten it either. Okay. And that's something as simple as that. It's nothing hard or strenuous or too tedious about it. Now, as far as the hole in the firewall, as I said, I do have one in it, but I'm going to have to open it up to accommodate the size of this grommet. So I'm going to have to at least open it up the size of the grommet itself, not the full diameter of the grommet, but where it has this little ridge down inside there, that diameter is the diameter I need the hole in the firewall to be. And what you want to do, you want to put this in your hole before you put your line through the hole. Because you put your line through the hole first and hook all your lines and stuff up, then you're not going to get your grommet in. So be sure, put this in first. Put it in first, or you will not get it in unless you cut it in half and then fit it inside of there. I've had to do that before, so I know. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and check the diameter of the inside of the grommet. Check that diameter, whatever that diameter is, that's the size I'm going to drill that hole. And I will be doing that from on the inside. I'll be doing that from under the dash. I have more room going under there than trying to get a drill in here, which is impossible. It's not going to happen. So let me get you guys set up on the inside and you'll see exactly where I'm going to be drilling this hole. All right. Now, that diameter of that hole that I need to drill is going to be a 3/8 diameter hole just for the size of this grommet. The hole will be right here next to my panel. And we're just going to go through the hole that's already here. And we're just going to keep it moving. Like I said, the hole is already there. There's already a hole there. I'm just going to put a bigger one in it. Now, we're just going to put the grommet in that hole. And you have to manipulate it a little bit to get it to fit in there, but it will go, just like so. All right, so that's going to protect that hose from being cut in any way, shape, or form, because it's not rubbing up against the steel. Alright, we have our grommet in. Now it's just a matter of running our line through the firewall and hooking up out here. We're going to hook it up out here first, and then we'll go on the inside, cut the desired length, because we're not going to use all of it, and we're going to cut the desired length, and then we're going to hook it up under the dash to the oil pressure gauge, and we should be done with this. Like I said, boys and girls, nothing long, nothing strenuous. If I can do it, you can do it as well. Simple, simple, very simple. So, let us see if we can get this package opened up, and we're just gonna keep it moving. We're just gonna keep it moving. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in today, and really appreciate all your comments. All right, so we're just gonna feed this through the firewall. Leave a little bit out here so I can work with it. Take our attachment here, a little compression fitting washer, that's what you want to call it. I'm going to slide it on, and then we're going to take the little compression seal itself, and we're going to slide it on. Okay, now don't worry so much as where this sits right now, because you're going to insert this tube down inside that little coupling. You're going to slide this tube down as far as you can, then you're going to slide this down to where it meets with the brass fitting. And then you're going to bring this and tighten it down. So first, you're just going to slide your tube down inside your fitting. Let's see if I can bring you in here so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, you guys can see. Just going to slide the line down into the hole, push it down until it seats at the bottom. Slide your little fitting down, little seal down, and then you're going to bring the nut down over the top of it. And as you tighten that up, it's going to tighten that line right up. I'll push down on the line a little bit as I'm tightening it. Now I'll get a 3/8. I'm pretty sure that's a 3/8. I could be wrong, but I think that nut is a 3/8, and I will tighten it down. You would think it would be a little bit different than a 3/8 because of how much play you got in that wrench. Let me see here. Pretty sure it's a 3/8. Of course, it could be metric, but that these tools that I have, they are 10 millimeter and 3/8 combined. They are called metric. I ordered these years and years ago. Thought I could get a combination of 2 wrenches in one. So we went with the Met wrench years ago, but it seemed to be doing the job. Let's go ahead and continue tightening it down. And it is getting tighter. What I will do, I'm gonna pull the line back out. We'll pull the line back out of this hole. And because I want that box in, I'm just gonna feed that wrench right down inside that line. just like so. Put a box end on it. A little bit more. Just a hair bit more. Going good. Now, if you were to take that back loose, that little compression ring would then be it is squeezed, if you consider that word. It has now been squeezed onto this plastic. So if you took that line back off, that little seal is going to stay on this piece of plastic. It's not reusable. Once it squeezes on that plastic, that's it. It's a wrap. Okay, so we'll pull our wrench back through our line. And feed our line back through. We'll feed our line back through our grommet. As you can see, we have plenty, plenty of play. I'm not going to have it a coil out here of line, but I will keep some extra on the inside. I'm not going to cut it to where this is tight or to where it's taut as it hooks up to the meter itself. There's going to be a little bit of play in it. I don't want it taut, because if I ever have to take the meter loose from the dash, I don't want it to be so tight to where I can't really do anything with it. So I'm going to leave it. It looks a little taut out here, but you'll see how I'm doing on the inside to where it's not going to be tight at all. So I'm going to bring you guys on the inside part, and we're going to see how it comes to play on the inside. Okay. Here's my oil pressure gauge, fuel pressure gauge, water temp, volts, and fuel gauge. Now, the other day I did do my water gauge already. As far as hooking it up, I did go ahead and run my line out up under the hood area, and I did secure it. There's one more thing I have yet to do. I need a fitting to complete the task under the hood. I'll show you how it come out so far. I had it to where it comes out here and runs down along the fender, inside of the fender, comes on along, goes up alongside, across my engine plate. I then have it mounted here to secure it. Then it comes on up and it will go down inside of the intake. Problem with it right now, I need to have a fitting for this that will then accommodate this fitting, because this little copper post is too long. It's bottoming out inside the intake. So there's no way of tightening the bolt, because right here it's already bottomed out. So I need to have another fitting so that I can then have it raised up a little bit to do its job. So that's why that's not hooked up yet. But as far as already having run the line has been run, and we just have to get our fitting for that. I even took out this side thinking that this would be deeper, but it's the same length. Didn't work. So that's where we're at with our water temperature gauge, but I did go ahead and run it. I didn't get that content because I was just out here piddling around and just decided to do it at the spur of the moment. So I didn't get that content. No different than when I put my put these plugs in here for these caps or breather caps. It's something that I just did at the spur of the moment. Didn't take into consideration that I should have videoed it too much, but I didn't. So bear with me, guys. I'm trying to get as much as I can with the time allotted, but some things I just take care of just quickly because it needs to be done. So this being my oil pressure gauge, we will be hooking it up right here. So our line comes through our hose. All right, hose comes through. Let me get you guys set up. I can't do this with one hand, so hold on just a second. Okay, so what I want to do, like I said, I'm not going to have this tight. I wouldn't put it directly to the oil meter like that. I want to have a little bit of play in it. So what I will end up doing, I will have at least one loop or so in it to where I got a little bit of play, and then I will cut it there. So I'm gonna say that right there would be enough as far as what I need. Snip it nice and easy. So I shouldn't need any more than that to get what I want. Like I said, it's not tight. Got a little play in it. And it's all good. So we're going to take our fitting, take our nut, put it in on first, put it on first, then we'll take our little bitty fitting, slide it on. There we go. She's on there. Okay. So that goes on there. This other piece, this will screw onto the back of my oil pressure gauge. That's where we're going. So I'm going to, what I am going to do, does it need it? Probably not. Matter of fact, it's not going to need it. But I am going to go ahead and put this on. I thought about possibly putting some tape on that. You know what? What would it hurt for me to put a little Teflon on that? It shouldn't leak no way because the compression fitting is going to compress to where it wouldn't leak. But why not put a little bit on it? It won't hurt to put a little bit of Teflon tape on that as well. I don't have a problem with it. If you guys don't have a problem with it, that one is a 7/16. Make a correction. That is not a 7/16. That is a 1/2 inch. I was already using a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to put this on the back of here, and that one is a 9/16. No, it's not. Yes, it is. metric is what it is. It's a 9/16. Okay, we're gonna put his here to hold it as we tighten this one up here. Hold up, that's turning, hold up. Okay, we're gonna call that good. We're gonna call that good. Let's knock that down a little more. Okay, now we can bring our line up here. And once again, feeding it into coupling. We'll then slide our insert up along with the nut. And what I like to do, I like to make sure that I'm pushing the line on as I'm tightening it down so that I know that it didn't back out any way, shape, or form. Start tightening him up. So we have plenty of little wiggle. Nothing's too tight. You can't go wrong there. Make sure that's nice and straight. There we go. Okay. And that's pretty much all that it consists of. Nothing too hard, nothing too strenuous. It's not too tight. It's not tight at all, and that's what you don't want it tight. So, all right, everybody, we're gonna call that a wrap for today. Got our oil pressure gauge all hooked up, and as I always say, we're just gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep on hooking up what needs to be hooked up. Can't get it all done in one day. Rome wasn't built in a day, so Operation Dark can't be finished in a day either. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this thing down right here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to come back and be encouraged. Be encouraged, not an influencer. I'm an encourager. I'm encouraging somebody today. Get off the sofa. Get off that love chair. Get off your lazy boy. And get on out in the garage and do something today. All right, all that being said and done, I'm going to get up out of here, and I'm going to get back with you guys a little bit later on. 392 Blurred Lines coming at you. Peace out.